everybody, and welcome back to the stream. Hope you're all doing well. We are back at it with the return of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze Hard Mode for the February bonus stream. For those of you who don't know what that is, the bonus stream is when I go back to a game that I've played previously on stream, but not gotten, whatever the max percent is, which in this game is 200%, and try to make progress towards that. Where last we left off, we were in the fruit-themed world, World 5, and if you're looking at summary, we did the first 4 stages, 1 through 4. We are going to try, emphasis on try, to beat the rest of World 5 today. I don't know if it's going to happen, because this is the point of the game where it's pretty hard, and playing on one-hit KO mode probably doesn't make things easier. And also 5K is, I think, the hardest stage in the game, so let's see how this goes. But first up, we are heading into Beehive Brawl on hard mode with our girl Dixie Kong. Oh, never mind, Cranky Kong. Didn't see that. Hey there, WRZ and Rain. Welcome back to the stream. Hey there, basically. Welcome back to the stream. Hope y'all are doing well. One sec. I got a request to play as Cranky Kong, so we're doing that. You're about to write? Nice. Hey there, Toby. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Alright, we have a request to play with Grandpa Kong, who I am, the least good with of all the characters. Cranky Kong, I feel like, would be good if I knew how to, like, speedrun this game, but I don't, so. Oh, that looks like a Cranky Kong exclusive, whatever that is. Now I am curious. Oh, I keep hitting that wall. Whenever this character teleports, you think it will always have a line break in a singular line with the only works and attack symbol being zip. I did not know you had a teleporting character. It's a puzzle piece, but apparently one I already had gotten. Anyways, this is called Beehive Brawler? Yeah, Beehive Brawl. I've forgotten how the game controls. There we go. That was not quite an sure, who is the teleporting character? For those of you who don't know how hard mode in this game works... Oh, it's you! That's exciting. Oh god! I didn't expect that. For those of you who don't know how hard mode in this game works, it's hard. I did not get my roll off. Like, you have to, like, build up a little momentum to be able to do a roll. I guess I just didn't have enough momentum. Anyways, you had... In every stage, it is one-hit KO. So if you take damage at all, you die. And there are no checkpoints. So you have to beat the entire stage without dying. Which is not easy. And those barrels that usually give you another Kong to play with just don't. Also, I did not think that would hit me. Hey there, Spawner. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. The one thing this game allows you to do, which makes hard mode slightly more... less impossible, I guess, is that you are allowed to choose which Kong you play as. So normally you have to play as Donkey Kong, and then one of those barrels will give you one of the other 3 Kongs as kind of like a helper. And then once you take 2 damage, because every Kong has 2 damage, 2 hearts, in normal mode, obviously not in this mode. I did not make that jump, huh? Once you take 2 damage, then you lose kind of your Helper Kong and your Helper Kong's ability. There is yeah, as I said, the one nice thing here is that you can choose a Kong. So this is actually the only way outside of me. I fucking suck. I don't know if this game is multiplayer or not. I'm assuming it does, but if this game has multiplayer, this is the only way in single player to play as just Cranky or Diddy or Dixie without without Donkey being around. Oh my god. I have primarily been playing through this as Dixie Kong because she has like a little like flutter twirl jump thing that just makes platforming easier. Cranky has like this cane attack that allows you to jump on spiky things, and also you can, I think, use it just to speedrun and build up crazy momentum, but I'm not very good at that. Diddy Kong has like a little jetpack hover ability. I got past that B. And Donkey Kong is just the basic, no abilities, just basic Kong. Anyways, we're also trying to get all the Kong letters, because I don't know if it gives you anything in particular, but you get like a little sticker for if you get all the letters in... Really? In hard mode, so we're trying to get all the blue Kong letters. Puzzle beads and stuff I'm not caring about as much. If I find them, I find them, but I'm not going out of my way. Because, if I go out of my way to get every collectible, I will probably just die due to stupidity. Which is not how you want to die. I did not think I would make that jump. But yeah, thank you everybody who voted in my Discord on this poll. Ah, shit. I think of all the times I have run this poll, this may be like the most votes I've ever had on the bonus poll. These bonus stream polls are voted on by members of my Discord. At the start of every month, I put up a poll, and then the first stream of the month is the bonus. Hey there, Yoshi. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I'm currently struggling through Beehive Brawl. Funny monkey game. I guess it is funny. It's not the funky... it's not the funky monkey game, because this is not, is not what? Because this is not the Switch version with special funky mode. This is the Wii U version, because I did own a Wii U and bought a lot of games on Wii U that have since been ported over to Switch. Like this one. And Rayman Legends, and others. I hate the hitbox on that, dude. This game always wins the poll because this game is off. It doesn't always win the poll. It does win the poll more often than anything else. I think Monkey Ball has come close, but not as close. And part of it is because, like I will say, like, Tropical Freeze will not be on the poll next month because I don't want the bonus streams to, like, always be the same thing. So I think in previous I've done it like the winner of last month's will not be on. I think I'm gonna relax that to, like, if you win 2 months in a row, then you don't get on the next month's poll. And Tropical Freeze has won 2 months in a row. So Tropical Freeze may be back in April, but will not be back in March. There will be probably the 3 options that were there this month that were in Tropical Freeze, and maybe one other, we shall see. But anyways, I need to not die repeatedly. Also, I may switch off of Cranky Kong into a Kong I'm actually more used to controlling. Oh, shit, run! But there was a channel point thing where I said I would play for 10 minutes, and it's been almost 10. Okay, I didn't fuck that up this time. Whee! Oh, that's... Man. That's not good. I have, like, no memory of this stage whatsoever. I think it's because this is, like, this world, like, tells a story. Like, World 5 is the fruit production story. Going from, like... Oh, I was actually up there. It's like, World 5 is, like, the fruit production story. Like, it's picking fruit and then chopping up fruit, but eventually making it into popsicles. But this is, like... This level is out... I guess because it's a bonus level. Like, it's like a level you unlock via getting a secret exit. But, like, this level is outside of the main story. There's not even really fruit in this level. It's bees and honey themed, which is not, like, a bad theme or anything. But I think that's why I forget that this level exists. I hit the fucking roll button. Or that this level is part of World 5, because it just doesn't fit with everything else. And I would imagine that the other, there's like two secret stages in this world. I would imagine the other one also has a they're like not really being a part of the cohesive story. Also, hi Simon, welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. You thought I just embraced pogo strats? I mean, I don't know if I have any interest in like speedrunning this game, but like the pogo strats are cool to me. I'm just not good with them, and when I'm in one-hit KO mode, then it's just... I don't know, not my thing to try to learn new movement in hard mode. Anyways, that was the 10 minutes for Reign of Cranky Kong. We're gonna switch to Dixie and try to actually make progress in the stage. Your least favorite character in this game is Diddy? Yeah, that's fair. Because Diddy's ability just feels like a worse version of Dixie's. Like, is there any situation in which, like, this flutter jump thing is worse than just than the hover? Because there are certainly situations where the hover is not useful, and this is. I do respect Cranky Kong for being, like, very different and having a cool, unique ability. It's just not one that I'm good at using. Can I fucking get a roll input? Please, for the love of God. I would love to be able to fucking roll when I press the roll button. Cranky. God damn it, Yoshi, do you really not want me to make any progress? Fine. Cranky has a high skill ceiling. I agree! It's just not a skill ceiling I've spent that much time, like, cultivating. Really? That's a hitbox, okay. Back to Cranky. Which often describes me playing hard. Good fucking start. Also, I just noticed that in that, like, intro cinematic, like, of like Cranky Kong spawning into the level, I think his like cane dropped before he did. That's a cool touch. Never noticed that. These blocks, like, slipping through honey is a very cool visual. I guess Cranky Kong's cane ability does make it possible to actually, like, attack some enemies. I think this is a level where Cranky Kong might be more useful than the average level. Still doesn't mean I'm actually good with Cranky controls. Oh, where did my momentum go? Trick question, I didn't have any momentum. Oh, so there are so many... That gives you a banana coin for killing those guys? I had no idea. There's so many bananas in this stage that I'm not really collecting them, but... The stage feels like it does have a very high banana density. I keep trying to roll, and then I just, like... I don't know if I'm, like, rolling while I'm in midair, or rolling before I press right, or what, but, like... It must be in midair, because, like... Because I'm not, like, pounding the ground, I think. I'm just not... I thought it was it. Just not going anywhere. I messed up that cycle. I was actually trying to stop short of that dude because I thought I was gonna roll straight into it. And thought I was actually I thought I was dead. Whoop! Yeah, see, I pressed the roll button there and just nothing happened. I didn't... Like, I don't know why... Cause if you're standing still, the roll button does like a little... Like, it does like a... It does this pounding thing. Like that. And if you're moving, it should do a roll. But I swear I keep pressing it and it does nothing. I don't know if there's like a perfect amount of momentum you can have where it does nothing, like it's between the like slam ground pound, not ground pound, but between like whatever the slam thing is and a roll. I don't know, but something weird is happening and I don't know what it is, and I can't make any goddamn progress in this level. Oh god, run away. What happened there is I was getting ready to do the pogo off of a platform before I landed on the platform. Or I was trying to jump off a platform. but I jumped before I landed on the platform, so it did a pogo. I disagree. I very much disagree. Oh shit. Stop! Once again, I pressed the button, and I can understand if I accidentally do like a pound. Or, I don't know what the name for this is, but I can understand if I do that. But half the time, it's not doing anything. I don't know what's happening. Oop, I got caught on the ceiling. Oh, don't get eaten by whatever that dude is. Is this always a life, or did I just get lucky the one time it spawned one? I just got lucky, okay. Oops, ceiling. Pulse pace I've already gotten. Wait, what? Oh. Wait, do I have to be Cranky to get this? Maybe this is just the Cranky Kong level. Maybe I'm supposed to be Cranky Kong. I guess I could probably do something with Dixie to get that, but that letter actually just seems built around Cranky Kong. This is just a bonus. Yeah, it's just a bonus. Okay. Oops. Good little distraction there. How many of the puzzle pieces do I have in total? 5 of 7? Okay. I don't remember what's down here. Okay, what's floor? Oh yeah, these are the dudes that are just holding pieces of ceiling. What? Yeah, I don't remember how that works. Do not remember how that works. Oh god, that was really stupid timing, but it got away with it. I need to, like, not... I think I need to let go of, like, grabbing when I need to make a jump. Alright, back here. Let's figure out what the hell is going on. Yeah, I still don't understand how that part works. Do I need... Am I supposed to have Cranky for this? Like, is this a mandatory Cranky Kong level? I'm supposed to, like, bounce off of those? Ooh, okay. I don't know how I survived that. Yeah, I don't know how you're even supposed to get that with any character other than Cranky. Huh, interesting. Alright, let's try to figure this bit out. Oh, I can punch. That's... Okay, did not realize I could do that. That makes more sense. Oh god, these platforms are falling! I'm stupid. Fucking Banui! Hi, Toby. Why are we in a Banui mood? You remember the Banui thread? I don't know if I know specifically what thread you're talking about, although I'm sure I have seen it. I just don't remember, like, random memes, I guess. Oh god, I hit the wrong button there. I just propelled myself directly into the spike with that pogo. Oops. That was what we call a mistake. That is what we call me not getting my roll off again. I don't know why that's today's trend, is I cannot input a roll. I think I am just gonna stick with Cranky for this stage. It seems like I need... God fucking damn it, dude. So dumb. I am so dumb. Why? Why? let's not pogo into oblivion this time. That would be good. So let's actually use this for its intended purpose of killing the fucking tongue dude. This feels like it would be where a checkpoint would be if I were playing this level, not in the mode with no checkpoints. No, my platform. My platform, come back. Come back, platform. I needed you to not die to the abyss. Why couldn't you have hung on a little bit longer? Oop, where's my roll? Oh, I went at a bad time there. That was gonna take a lot of effort to not get killed by either one of those dudes, and it did not work in my favor. I'm trying to think, like, how far in the level am I? I know where the N is. I guess that's the extent of knowledge of distance I have made into this level. As I have seen the end. I haven't collected it because I went... Ooh. I went a little too high with the bee carrying grass section. Don't even know how you describe that, but went a little bit too high with that. Wah! Come on, Cranky, you got this. Survive. Fuck. Where is my roll? Or my... Okay, I think maybe I can't roll on, like, slanted surfaces. Maybe that's what's happening. Is the slanted. I just don't... Maybe I just think... No, you can roll on... I don't know what it is, dude, but... I definitely tried to jump after I was already off the edge of the platform, and that's why I pogoed into oblivion. I do understand that that happened, and... you know, that's a problem. Oh god, run, Cranky, run! Back here, finally. It's been a while since I've gotten back here. Oh! Well, that's a puzzle piece I didn't know existed. Boing. Alright. This is where I messed up last time. What?! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That doesn't hit the end? I was overlapped with it! What is that hitbox? I mean, I get that I, like, assumed I had it and then, like, pressed up too early to avoid the next thing, but, like, I was overlapped with that. That's some fucking world-class shenanigans right there. Holy shit, dude. How am I supposed to comprehend with hitboxes like... Did that look to you guys how it looked to me? Like, did it look like I should have gotten that in, or is that just me being salty? I understand if it's just me being salty, but I legitimately thought I had collected it. Or I guess should have. A puzzle master? Yeah, the puzzle of run into a pump into a fake wall by accident and suddenly magic. Very puzzle. And that's one of the ones I was missing somehow. This level reminds me of breakfast commercials. Alright, you're gonna have to explain that one to me, Yoshi. I do not understand what... Is it the honeycomb? Is that what it is? Because it's honey? Like, I guess I get that this section could be vaguely breakfast cereal-y. Well, also, I feel like, breakfast commercials don't exactly feature large amounts of grass. Or bees, for that matter. Like, yeah, I get that the honey checks out. Like, that makes sense, but I think of this more as a grass level with honey than a honey level with grass. You'd be surprised. What fucking commercials do they have in Australia? Like, this area, I understand. This area is like, yeah, you're inside of a beehive. I can understand is vaguely thinking of, like, some, you know, Honey Nut Cheerio commercial. Oh, I'm thankful that these platforms are appearing right as I am jumping, and am not questioning it. Alright, we got the N. Oh, I was not expecting to go into the foreground. That's fun. No! That is, not a fun way to lose that. To get fucking eaten alive. Damn it. Oh well. Get them next time. We're really just kind of chipping away at this progress here. It's like... Alright, I made it further than I ever made it and then died at the next jump. It is basically just fucking one jump at a time. These PBs are coming by increments of like 3 seconds of gameplay. I think I had a quote last stream where last Donkey Kong Country stream where it was like, that was a PB by one penguin. That's kind of how this is going. All right. I feel like that was just on a bad cycle that time. Because I'm pretty sure the time I actually got the N, I hit the, you know, the Y button to go up exactly twice. And that time I went up exactly twice, but the N was just lower. Which I have no way of knowing is a thing because it's off screen when I get on the grass. Not really sure how I'm supposed to adjust to that. Nope. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Okay, so yeah, I don't think I am beating all of World 5 this stream if I have 6 levels left, I think. And it's 45 minutes in and I have not even gotten, I'm probably like not maybe 2/3 to 3/4 of the way done through 1. Every time I'm like, you know, maybe this will be the level that I beat, you know, within 20 minutes, and it just never is. I don't know if that says more about the difficulty of this or me as a gamer, but an hour per level just seems to be the norm. Also, I still want to know more about these grassy Australian breakfast commercials. Fuck you, game. That banana bunch is just a bait. That banana bunch is just a bait. Because I was trying to get it, and I still didn't go low enough to get it, but I didn't make the jump, so. I am not smart. You didn't eat many cereals, so you don't remember, but some had this vibe. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like I've seen a lot of breakfast commercials. Maybe that's because I, like, didn't watch a lot of cartoons as a kid, so I didn't get, like... I didn't see a lot of, like, you know, those ads that are just full of the sugariest cereals known to mankind pandered towards 8-year-olds. That's probably where you'd see commercials with this kind of a vibe, but I just was not consuming that content. I was consuming the cereal, but not the advertisements for them. Ooh, that fell. So, that's the, of all the times I've gotten to that section, that's the only time that I have gotten there on a cycle where that last platform fell. So I just wasn't expecting it, because I just was like, oh, I'm just never on a cycle where I have to worry about that. But apparently I did something differently that time. I don't know if this game is like... I don't know if the cycles in this game are global or like... I don't know if they're global cycles for those platforms or just like... when you spawn there. I didn't think I did that I didn't think I played that section that much differently, but maybe I played it faster or slower. I need to stop talking to that bee. Fuck! Not that. Part of me is like, oh, I'm frustrated, I should switch back to, like, Dixie, but I do think this is genuinely a level that's designed around Cranky. Especially if me, especially because of that O placement, and there's a lot of spiky things to pogo off of, so I think I actually am better off sticking with Cranky. It's just fucking hard, dude. Just want to make progress. Even if I die, I just want to, like, make it back to past the end and start learning the level again. I feel like I just haven't learned anything new about the level in, like, 20 minutes. I did the same fucking thing again. Where I'm like, oh shit, that thing's coming, I better get ready to pogo, but I'm not above the edge when I pogo. I tried to jump. I really did. Didn't work. I did the Can I stop dying to the same shit? Like, can I at least unlock new ways to die? I don't think me dying to the same, like, 3 things in the first 30 seconds of this level is good for my sanity or for stream content. So run the other way. I also don't understand how, like, the getting eaten works, because it seems like on that jump right there, I landed inside the tongue out of a pogo, and on the time that I made it the furthest and then died to one of those, it was like the same thing, so... Not 100% sure how those enemies work, but... Whatever. At least we're back here. Please grab the thing, thank you. Alright, time to fuck this up again. Okay. Progress. Back here. Thing is moving. Where are we going, actually? I don't know. Up there? Can't tell if this is bonus or the way I'm actually supposed to go. That was lucky. That was bonus. Okay. Oh god, there's an angry bee after me now. The run? I hope so. I don't know what I just did. Not gonna lie, I do not know why I just... That was just inexcusable. That was an inexcusable death right there. That was just inexcusable. I just jumped with absolutely zero momentum. Also jumped too early, I think. Just, I don't know. Just litany of failures on that one. Well, I guess I learned there that if you just, like, try to run through the section with the flower, or I don't even know what to call them. I keep wanting to call them piranha plants, because I guess they are just DKC equivalent of piranha plants. If I run past those, I'll probably be fine. And, what else? And that barrel is bonus, and I need to be going up through the spike wheels, which is not any... Which is maybe a little stressful, knowing that that is what I have to do, but... Cross that bridge when we come to it, hopefully on this attempt. Okay. Just take a little breather here. What? You can... I was trying to kill the dude and see what was in that grabby thing. I didn't know that dude had a fucking upwards tongue. Since when has that been an attack? Since when has that been a thing? Oh my god. That is not the time in which I wanted to learn a brand new move of that enemy that I just didn't know existed. I'm so fucked. Why did I think that I could survive timing it like that? That was like literally the worst possible timing. Fuck. PB, fastest F. What? Sure, whatever. I'm gonna wait a cycle here. Just do this, this feels easier. Actually, it was easier. I guess you learn that that dude has a downward tongue attack. I'm like, oh, that dude's downward tongue attack. Yeah, okay. Okay, these dudes have a wide tongue radius and can go in any direction. Noted, watch out. Because that was a weird death, because like usually I haven't been dying in the middle of level. I've been dying at the start or like near the end. This is like the easy part of the level. Why did I fired that at the letter for some reason instead of at the enemy. That was stupid. Oh! I just almost blindly jumped into nothingness, forgetting how the level worked. Hasn't been that long since I've made it back here. Yeah, it's a hitbox for getting the banana coin, alright. For the next platform. These are gonna fall, but that's fine. That was close. Let's go all the way back on that. Just run. Where is my G? Is it over here? What is this? It's probably just a puzzle piece? Not even. No, it is a puzzle piece. And one I've already gotten. Okay. Oh god, this is free floating now. What? Oh shit, I didn't realize what was happening. I was not aware of where I was on that, cube thing. Rounded square? I don't know what to call this platform. I was not aware of where I was on it, or that I could die from being in the wrong, like, relative location on it. Well, at least we actually learned something on that attempt. That is a win, actually. Learning something. Hello? Okay, that's fine, we'll take the next one. I definitely had a lot of faith that those would appear, and it was warranted, apparently. And it was warranted. But there's also a world in which I just fall off into oblivion there, because I think there's gonna be— oh no! That's a new way to die. I didn't even think about that being a possibility. I guess I was just thinking so long as I don't touch the spikes, it's fine, but I guess the bee can destroy the spikes? I'm learning a— okay, you know how I said earlier I'm tired of dying in the same way, so it would be at least more interesting if I found new ways to die? I am finding new ways to die. And then just die to that bee, which is, I think, the thing I've died the most to in all of my attempts. So, still finding ways to hit the classics. Like, everything between, like, here and, like, the platforming on the falling honeycombs right before the end is, like, not hard. Like, I should never be dying anywhere, and I'm not that often, but I am a few times. I should never be dying anywhere, like, after I get past the K area up through the honeycomb falling platforming. Like, I should never— I mean, I guess it's not that long of a section, but I should never be dying there. Ideally, I should just never be dying at all, like, throughout the first half of the level, but we're not quite there yet. But yeah, this section is genuinely a little scary. Ugh, I should have just waited or trusted that there would be another one. That was— yeah, that's the part where the level stops becoming, like, free. Like, it's very— like, I guess it's very easy to die to that one bee that I've died to a million times. Oop! That was just foolishness. I don't have another way of describing that. Like, this bee is very easy to die to. And then these rolling things can get in your way if you're not careful, which... I don't know what that was. That wasn't even... I just want to be done with this level now. Or at least make it back. God. Oops. Aw, shit. You know, it keeps... Every time I look back at the chat, I still see the message from, like, that just says the run, and that was from, like, 20 runs and or 20 minutes ago, which does not make me feel good. It's like, yeah, we had hoped that there would be a run that long ago. Alright, back here. I hit the wrong button. I just straight up hit the wrong button. Stupid. Yeah, so that was one of the sections I was saying should be free, and it should be. I just hit the A button, or I hit B instead of Y. You've basically been listening to audio only for the past hour, and all you know is this level looks like cereal. So it's a bee-themed level. So there's a lot of, like, honey involved. Like, the main mechanics of the level are honey and platforming through honey. With, like platforming on honeycombs and platforming on platforms that are, like, attached via honey and slowly sinking. And grabbing onto grass to, like, climb on. And for some reason, the inside of a beehive plus also grass made Yoshi think of a cereal commercial. I can understand the honeycomb bit. Like, I don't know if you're watching and streaming now. I can understand the bit that looks like the inside of a beehive reminding you of honey. Or, like, reminding you of cereal. I don't know. I don't understand the grass bit, but... There, back here. Oh, God. I thought I was all the way up, so I let go of the climb button to get ready for a jump onto the next platform, and I slipped off the edge. Really? That's how that ends? That's how that run dies? Oops. Alright. Sorry if I'm not saying that much, I just don't know what else to say about the same level I've been stuck on for over an hour. Just trying to focus on not dying to dumb shit for the 117th time. Platform. Great. No, I missed the N again. Ugh. God damn it. We'll survive, just survive, just survive. Kill the bee and wait for the next platform. Woo! Wait, I forgot the K. Oh, I forgot the letter K. I'm just wanting to move forward in the level and I'm forgetting half the things you have to do in the level. God, I hope the next level is easier. Probably won't be. My platform, there it is. Dog! I tried to do a roll jump, but then I was off the edge because I was too far to the right. Ugh. Stop dying to stupid shit. Just fucking get back to the part of the level I know I can get back to. I don't like this level that much. I don't know why, this level's just a frustrating grind for some reason. Maybe it's because Cranky Kong, maybe it's because just... I've never quite been great at the, like, momentum off of the grabbing grass mechanic. What? I was so not... I was not below! Like, I was at the top of that. I was not at the point where I would fall off by jumping. Oh my lord. I think I'm pissed. I just want to get, I just want to get back to the part of the stage that I got to like half an hour ago. And it's upsetting me that I can't. So I'm rushing it to try to get back there faster, and because I know the stage better. But when I rush it, I obviously make more mistakes, and then I get more pissed, and then I just want to rush it even more. And it's just a fucking vicious cycle of Cranky Kong dying 8 million times, and me getting progressively more and more tilted. Feels like it's been forever since I've even made it here. Oh, what? How'd I throw that the wrong way? Interesting. Guess I tapped left without realizing it. I mean, that makes sense. I probably was just adjusting my position and tapped back left and threw it at the wrong time. Whatever, no harm, no foul. We're back into dripping honey section. Okay. We're back into what I hope is the ending section. But I haven't even seen the G yet, so I can't say for sure. Okay, I gotta pay attention here to which side I'm on. Let's try to stay on top. I just... You know what the thing is there? When you keep rotating like that, I don't know which way right and left are. And it seems like it... I don't know if it actually kept changing. I legitimately could not... I could not, like, grasp which way I needed to press left or right to get to where... to get to safety. Which is a bit of a problem. Nope! Okay, that time I actually just jumped too early. That's on me. Like, when I'm upside down and rotating and spinning, like, on a square platform, like... Okay, which way's right? Maybe the answer to that is just don't move and hope it lines up. Although I'm pretty sure that's what I did the first time, so... Probably not that. Although I fucking hit the roll button! Like, if it weren't, like, 80% of my... Like, if I were making it back to, like, the end section, like, more than 30% of my attempts, I wouldn't be this pissed. But, like... There's a long stretch of the level that I don't think is that hard, but I just can't get there because I keep dying at the start. And if I've had, you know, I've gotten what, 2 attempts at that? last section. Also, that time I stopped moving near because I was holding one direction, and then suddenly it changed which, it changed what right was on me, like halfway through descending. So that's kind of the issue I was having in that other section. If I can stay on top, it makes sense, but I can't always stay on top. Oh shit, I was on a bad cycle and tried to adjust and slipped off. I knew that was a sketchy cycle, I should have waited. That's on me. Whoop! Really? The worst part is I don't even feel like I'm that much more consistent at the start of the level than I was 20 minutes ago. Like, I don't feel like I'm gaining any consistency, and I'm not gaining any experience, probably because of that lack of consistency. So it just feels like the last 20 minutes have been on this grind of a level just been wasted, which is not a good feeling to ever have, that you're not making progress. That's what Versus feels like, than not making any progress. Grab the fucking bomb, please. Don't you fucking dare disappear on me. Okay, that was... maybe it wasn't actually that close to disappearing. You son of a bitch. That N is not consistent! Because it bobs up and down with the honey, and if it... And at some points in the cycle, it just goes too... Whoop, I'm dead. It just fucking goes too low, and there's not a thing you can do. Cause I'm doing the same amount of hits. Like, every time it's 2 hits, and like 70% of the time it works, and 30% of the time I just slide right above it, while seemingly overlapping with the square, and I just don't know how to adjust. I did the same thing again, but I actually caught myself. And then I thought I had enough momentum, and I didn't. God damn it. I'm just in pure silent anger mode right now, not gonna lie. Alright, well, this section cooperate this time. Well, actually, there's this bit first. Whee! Okay. Inputs work perfectly that time. I think they're the same inputs. I don't know if how long. I don't know if you can do like a long or a short press of Y to get that to happen. I'm honestly not sure. Oh god. Okay, whatever. We're fine. Oop. Less fine. Can I make a jump, please? Oh, that's bad cycle. That thing is right there. There we go. Back on here again. Oh! Okay. I have a little bit of time there. I kind of rushed that jump, thinking I was gonna fall to my abyss. It seems like it sticks there a bit. And if I can figure out which side the right side to be on is, I should be okay. That is the G. I don't know how much level there is past it, but if I can get that, at least there's hope. Technically, I did get all 4 letters that try for the first time. I just died in the process of getting the G. Can you imagine how few lives I would have if the stage didn't have a million bananas in it? This isn't even a level, I mean, great, I did not remember this level, but like... I think this is the first time I've had a level take me this long, and actually, no, the octopus level in World 4 took me a while. Yeah, goddamn, this level's taking me quite some time. Fucking... I've been thinking, like, maybe I should try not cranking on, but I don't even know how much help Dixie Kong would be in this level. Because getting that O would be much more difficult, and I don't think the hover wouldn't really help when I'm, like, jumping between these things. It wouldn't help that much. I'm alive somehow? I thought I was dead. It definitely wouldn't help with the, like, being on the wrong side of the square. If I'm on the wrong side, hovering ain't gonna save me. Oh, I did the turnaround thing again. Okay, at least we survived it. Wow, that was way, like, differently synced that time. Okay. Okay. We're back here. Stay alive. No! Really? That was just too low? Oh, that's pain, dude. I thought that was gonna be the run right there. Oh, man. Exactly what I wanted to do, and it just wasn't quite good enough. Fuck. Okay. Oh god, I'm on the wrong side of the world here. That's fine. That time, you actually have time to react on that one and adjust your position. I learned not to turn back there. It's weird because I don't know why I'm turning left. Like, I can just take my hand off the control stick and it'll throw forwards, but instead I'm like turning the other way and that just, to like, I guess stop, but I should just stop and not try to like, I don't know, do a little left-right wiggle thing. Okay, maybe the short taps are different than just holding the Y button on that. Not sure, but I seem to be doing that better now and I'm trying to short tap, so whether it's actually a mechanic or not, I'm just gonna keep doing that because it's working. Alright, take 4 or 5 on this thing. Oh god. Okay, that worked. Oh, that was literally the end of the level. Oh, okay. That G was literally the end of the level. Okay, I'm like, there's usually like the one last thing section, but actually there wasn't. It was literally just that G that I somehow got going back onto the top. I'm not even gonna question how that worked, but we will take that. Ugh, freaking finally. Alright. An hour and 37 minutes into the stream, we have beaten one level. Up next is the other bonus stage, Jammin' Jams. And we are going to actually play as Dixie for this one. Yo, thank you, Yoshi, for sticking through all that. Jammin' Jams. Does that mean music, or does that mean, like, actual jam? So far, not really seeing either. That's a barrel-themed level. Whoop! Oh. Okay. Oh god. Can that make it? Okay, good. Bounce up the fish. Toucan. Fucking speaking of cereal, fucking Toucan Sam over here. Oh, it's these roly spiked ball dudes. They're back. Still don't really know why this level's called Jammin' Jams, but... Ah, yes, it's very unique. I'm not even gonna bother carrying a barrel. Why did I go up there? That's just for banana coin. This feels like one of the, like, the bonus mini-games. Oh god, hi. You know what, just get away. Oh god, oh, okay. Of all the things to die to, just completely whiffing on the target shot of all things. Like, that was like not even close to working. In no universe was that ever going to work. And I just feel dumb. Ah. Now I'm doing like something that I guess because I haven't played 60. When I'm trying to like jump off of the fish, but I press jump before I land on the fish, and the result is that I hover over the fish and just totally fuck with my intended trajectory. That was the opposite, where I didn't want that to happen, so I pressed jump late, and yeah. Although I don't even know if you can hover out of a barrel, so that might not even like have been a threat. Huh, did it again. Let's like practice actually landing on the enemy instead of and getting a bounce instead of hovering over it. Okay. So there's definitely something like over here. So why else would you be able to climb onto that? Okay. Bonus section. A little break. Of course, I've already gotten it, but oh well. Oh well. Okay, you know what, we're alive, not questioning that. Wait, just hold it. Oh, that gave me a banana coin for getting all those bananas? Interesting. Just wait, have a modicum of patience, please. Just a weird O placement. Okay. I shot to her. I thought it would move up immediately for some reason. How have I died twice to that of all things? Like, really? Of all things to die to, just mistiming a barrel input by, like, wide margins, like, not even close to being on it. I was just mashing A for some reason, don't know why. A lot of dumb deaths. A lot of dumb deaths. Really? God damn it. Okay. Oh, I thought that... I got trolled by the bird. I was planning on jumping off of the bird, and then it, like, descended from the air or whatever. Oops. Fuck! Why do I keep mashing A out of that barrel? I would love to see the second half of this level. Although I guess I haven't been here that long. This level feels easier than the last one, but maybe the ending gets harder. I should have gotten, like, past that barrel shot into the target my first try, so... Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Dudes and spiky hamster balls. Still a threat. Still indubitably a threat. Oh, that was the ring of bananas that got me a thing that one time. Okay, wait for the next cycle. Whoop, that's not where I want it to be. That's fine. Whoop. Cover to win. Alright, can I actually hit the target? Yes, barely. Interesting. Ooh, I got sniped there. Huh. I thought I would just go over that no problem. I guess not. Good to know. Oh shit. Bananas! Bananas! Yeah, if I'm just shouting bananas, I think I've run out of things to say. Anyone in chat, if you have anything you'd like me to talk about or anything you want to say, feel free. Happy to spice up the conversation a bit from just me talking about bananas and getting trolled by birds. I've now been trolled by that bird in both directions, where it rose up and killed me, and it messed up my jump by falling, so... Get you a bird that you can do both. Get you a bird that can do both, I guess. Troll you in multiple ways. Multiple directions. Opinions on devious little creatures getting up to mischief. What, is this about anyone in particular? Or is this just an asking for a friend kind of a thing? Asking for a friend? I mean, I guess it depends, to give a very serious answer to a very unserious question. It depends on, like, it depends on the mischief, obviously. But it also depends on, like, who the target of the mischief is. Like, I'm not against mischief in general, but if it's against someone that, like, isn't very good at, like, handling it, then I feel like that could veer into, like, bullying real quick. Also, just, it could veer into just being too much real quick. Oh, right, that comes down. Yeah, I gotta learn those barrel timings. I don't, personally, I don't think I engage in that much, like, mischief kind of stuff. And I think that's coming from a place of knowing that I don't love being on the receiving end of it, so I don't want to be on the aggressing end of it either. Platform disappeared before I could jump on it. But I understand that other people feel differently on both sides. Oops, that was stupid. I think part of it is just, like, not wanting to feel like the butt of the joke. What potential mischief is your friend up to, Toby? So I keep thinking, like, with how the wood is, like, it almost looks like it could be the background. It's like, oh, you can go through that, but you definitely can't. That is definitely just wood. Ooh, God, survive. Thank you, Dixie. Would not have survived that as another character. Alright, let's learn these barrel timings. I have all the time in the world to kind of figure out what this does. This is just not right. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's actually not... That was actually not too bad. Oh, we're descending a vine, I guess? Ooh, we're descending a vine while also trying not to be crushed. Oh! Okay. Oops. I just, ended up on top of a spike. Yeah, that's my bad. That was not supposed to happen. The friend is you. No way! Never would have seen that one coming. You were making Matthew a useful item in Minecraft? Or just in general? Yeah, it seems like Evan's server... I say that I say that as if I'm not also a part of Evan's server, but it seems like Evan's community... I also say that like I'm not a part... It seems like a lot of people in Evan's community are getting into Minecraft again recently. Which seems like every few months, it's just like, oh, we're all playing Minecraft together for a month. And then we all get burned out, and then we wait 6 months and then all play again. It's like never consistent. It's just like there's 1 month where everyone is playing 10 hours a day, and then nothing for 6 months. And maybe that's just because of how many members of Evan's community were hyperfixators. Okay. Right, let's not... Wait, is there some... First of all, is there something here? Okay, there is. All of Evan's community is queer, neurodiverse, or mentally ill. Yeah. That seems... more or less accurate. This is actually a new looking bonus here. I guess it is. Yo, progress has been made. True, welcome back, Simon. We are actually on a different level now. It took us 1 hour and 37 minutes to beat the first stage, but this stage is going by a lot quicker so far. Maybe part of it is playing as Dixie. But that's tight timing. Ooh, that was close. Or maybe it's just an easier level, I don't know. Because I didn't end up playing through the entire last level as Cranky, because it really did seem to be a Cranky intended level. Oh god, that's gonna disappear. Oh wait, I'm screwed. I'm not screwed? That was a sick roll jump there. What is this time? That is not the timing. DK, Donkey Kong, you got it, Toby. The hope is like, I don't know how long the stage is. I guess I haven't gotten the G yet, but I felt like I was making decent progress there, so. DK. Donkey Kong. But yeah, my weird thing is, like, I always see all the people in, like, you know, like, there's, like, oh, there's, like, 8 people in VC talking and having a good time, and I'm like, man, I want to be part of that, and they realize, oh, wait, I just have 0 interest in ever playing Minecraft. Like, it just seems like the community games are all, like, survival games and stuff, which makes sense, because that's, like, what Evan likes and what the community likes. I just don't play that genre of games, so... Like, realistically, it's not that I feel left out, it's just that... It's just like, oh, a lot of people are doing stuff, and, I'm not. And I swear, it's not, I genuinely don't feel left out by that, but it's just more that, like, oh, that means, like, if I want to do something with Evan, then it's less likely to happen because he's doing, like, this other much bigger thing with, like, a lot more people. Like, it's that kind of a deal. Also, it's amazing that the platforming stage feels harder when you don't have, like, a basically double jump. Funny how that works, right? I don't know how this part is gonna work. I guess more or less the same, actually. Okay, that worked. Why did I think that was a good idea? Does Saki have anything going for him? No. Like, as a character, as far as I know, he's just strictly worse in, like, basically, oops, I'm dead, basically every way. You're getting smeared earlier and you just burst into song. That's an interesting defense mechanism. He has more weight to him, which I think is typically a worse thing. Maybe, I don't know if that makes him, like, stronger in combat. My guess is no, but... Survival games, oops, I was not paying attention. Survival games like Minecraft also require you playing all day not to fall behind on the progress everyone else is making. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I literally would not know because I have never played Minecraft. Despite having multiple friends groups across the last, you know, 10 plus years of my life that have been into Minecraft. Probably about 10 years. I don't know. I feel like I had friends that first started into Minecraft when I was in high school. I didn't hear about it as much in middle school. Although I guess I started high school more than 10 years ago, which is making me feel crazy old. Thanks, me. Make that. Thank you. I think at the time how I viewed it, at least when it first started getting popular, was like, it just felt, I guess, even though there was like I guess there was an objective, like beat the Ender Dragon or whatever to beat the game. I didn't know about that because all I ever saw of it was people like messing around and just building whatever the hell they wanted to. And to me, it's like, that didn't, like, the sandbox, like, do whatever you want, there's no clear-cut objectives, like, that never felt engaging to me. Like, I've always been better with, like, alright, here's a concrete thing you need to do. Like, go win a race in Mario Kart, or go beat a level in the platforming, reach the flagpole, whatever. Or solve this puzzle. Like, I'm not great at setting my own objectives. This is also just true in real life in general, not just in, not just in video games. Like, I get very, like, if you give me a thing to do, it's like, alright, your assignment is to do this in this time frame. I'm very good at doing that. It's like, alright, this is my objective, I will do it. But when I have to, like, set my own schedule for more involved things, like a multi-step research process for school, or, like, just generally, you know, healthier life habits kind of stuff, that becomes a lot harder for me. And I think I think that's just an IRL thing, and then it transcends over to video games where sandbox stuff like Minecraft, or I know these are two very different games, but like Minecraft or GTA are games where I think of like, yeah, most of the fun is just messing around doing whatever the hell you want. And that messing around is like not how I usually treat video games, or how I usually enjoy them, so. Which really is more about the survival genre than the... Or, sorry, it's more about the sandbox genre than survival genre. Although the survival genre also doesn't appeal to me for partially unrelated reasons. I love that you can just, like, bounce without jumping, and that's actually the strat for that one part. Ooh, that was close to missing that. Not entirely true, a lot of people playing Junko at the same pace, you all just agree you can help each other and explore and have a good time, depends on who you play with. I mean, yeah, obviously a lot of things depend on who you're playing with. I'm dead. I'm not dead. Oh, but it fucked up the cycle there? Oh, shit, I should have paid attention before firing blindly. You'd rather watch a DuckDuck GTA video? I don't watch that much GTA content. Like, I played a little GTA because, like, some of my college roommates had it, so I messed around a bit. And the things I gravitated myself towards were, like, the mini objective stuff within it. Like, I wasn't really, like, driving around that much. Although I was a little, but it was more, like, mess around, like, try to find a, like a race to enter, or play the fucking golf game in GTA 5 just to see how bad it is. It's actually not that bad. Great, I do have more, I sometimes, to your point, sometimes have more fun just watching my roommates play that game than playing it myself, but at least within that group, it's like, alright, this is what we are doing to have fun and laugh as a group together. It's not a game I would ever have interest in buying for myself. With Minecraft, I very much don't consume Minecraft content, like, at all. Like, maybe I will occasionally watch if... What? That killed me. Maybe I'll occasionally watch if Evan is streaming it, but, like... I don't watch Minecraft on YouTube, I don't watch Minecraft Twitch streams for, like, the vast majority, unless it's, like, people I know for other reasons. Like, I don't seek out any sort of Minecraft content. Which is weird, because like, I feel like if you hear me say like, oh, I'm into, you know, video games and the online video gaming scene in terms of Twitch and YouTube, like, I feel like the first two games you think of for that are Minecraft and Fortnite, and I consume absolutely zero content for either of those. Fortnite is, like, I just don't like shooters. That's what that's all about. That's, like, nothing nothing's... Oops, nothing unique about Fortnite there. Modern Minecraft YouTubers are not as good as the older ones. I wouldn't know, because it's not like I watched any of those back in the day either. I've always watched, like, the YouTubers I watch, or at least when I first started, like, watching YouTube stuff. Like, the YouTubers I watched were mostly, like, Nintendo YouTubers. Because, like, how I found, like, YouTube... Like, how I found, like, Let's Plays and stuff like that is, like, I would literally just, like... I was just playing, like, a Mario game and I just YouTube search for, like, Super Mario Galaxy or whatever. Because I used to do that, I'm like, oh, like, because I used to, like, look up YouTube videos, like, for stars I couldn't find. Oops. Like, for stuff I couldn't find in Mario Galaxy, it's like, oh shit, how do you get the secret star in, like, Deep Dark Galaxy or whatever? Because I just could not figure that shit out as a kid. So I looked it up, and then I also saw relay videos like, here's a bunch of fun glitches you can do, and tips and tricks and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So I think when I started playing Galaxy 2, or at least when I came back to it after a long time having not played it, I'm like, oh, I should do a YouTube search for Mario Galaxy 2. And see if there's any, like, cool stuff for that like I found for Galaxy 1. And one thing I found was a Let's Play of Galaxy 2. I'm like, huh, I did not know this was a genre of video that existed, of somebody literally just talking about their life or the game while doing a Let's Play of it. This was in, like, 2012, I think I found this. It was a Nintendo Capri Sun Let's Play of of Galaxy 2. Like, oh, I kind of like this. And then he was apparently he's part of a bigger group called the Runaway Guys. It's like, oh, that's neat. He's part of, like, a bigger collab group. And so then, you know, I started branching out based on, you know, people that were in the collab. And watching those. And then so, like, it very much came from a Nintendo-centric place. And because it was, you know, the people I started watching were based on, you know, the people that were in those collabs, it was all very Nintendo-centric. Why did I just fucking shoot directly into that? I am so dumb. Anyways, the Donkey Kong time is over. Let's go back to Dixie and try to actually make progress in the level. I did not make any progress as Donkey Kong. Splatoon, Conquer, and GoldenEye are the only shooters you like. Yeah, Splatoon is definitely a different feeling. I still have not played any of the Splatoon games because even though it's a different kind of shooter, it still is enough of a shooter that I'm hesitant to think I'll like it. GoldenEye, I have seen video of it because, you know, I've seen, like, GoldenEye speedruns, I've seen people getting hyped about it coming to the N64 and Nintendo Switch Online Plusing. GoldenEye has no appeal for me. It doesn't look good, it looks very cryptic in terms of figuring out what to actually do. I'm dead. Perfect Dark or anything GoldenEye? Perfect Dark, I have heard better things about. I don't know that quite as well. I haven't seen as much gameplay of it. I'm real good at this video game. Splatoon single player is basic platformer. Oh yeah, I think I've even said this on stream before. The most interesting part of me to Splatoon is the single player stuff, because that stuff looks a lot more up my alley than, like, Turf War does. Because it is much more of a platformer. But I do think it feels weird to buy what is primarily an online shooter game to play the single-player platformer part of it. Even if it's good, it just feels like it's a waste of my money that I could be spending on other pure platformers where most of the focus of the devs in the game is not on the platforming aspect. YouTube recommendations is fucked up combination of Nintendo, Yu-Gi-Oh, anime, geopolitics / world news, and game design. I'm in like... I've got like... Nintendo, a little game design, what else are my YouTube recommendations? Football videos, and just sports videos in general, but primarily football. Else? Oh, I guess I can open my YouTube and see what's there, but some poker videos also. That will show up there occasionally. Oh, also chess. Chess videos show up in my YouTube recommended. I'm so stupid. Very frequently. So it's like Nintendo, chess, and sports are probably the biggest. Even though I don't play chess, I do get a lot of chess stuff in my recommended because I watch it. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Also, just like a couple of specific YouTubers that are like, alright, these are just channels I watch that don't really tie into any overarching thing, but it's just like, yeah, I like watching this YouTuber, this particular series. I find geopolitics really interesting. I have like, it's hard to like, it's impossible to like fully avoid politics. But I think every time I think about politics, it just makes me mad, and I have no desire to, like, really think about, like, spend my leisure time on YouTube thinking about politics. Like, I'll check, like, CNN every so often to at least be aware of what's happening in the world, but usually it's just like, oh, shitty thing just happened. With, like, I don't know, fucking, like, people in the LGBT plus community are just like finding it even more and more impossible to live, or like division, like political spectrum division all across America, or just global warming, the world is dying. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of things that just make me very upset. I just try to avoid that. Social politics are annoying as fuck. Geopolitics are where it gets interesting. I mean, maybe. I don't have really that. I've never been that interested in politics. I've always just tried to stay out of it as much as feasibly possible. I mean, I still vote and stuff and, like, pay enough attention to know what's going on and vote as responsibly as I should, but that's about it. I'm not, like, campaigning. I'm not, like, spending a lot of time focusing on politics in any capacity. Yeah, we did not make it this far a single time with Donkey Kong, so that is why we switched back. Oop. I didn't realize you actually need to get in that, maybe you don't need to, but it's very... I feel a lot safer trying to go into that area with the 2 banana coins, so there's not really a lot of safe ground there otherwise. Australian domestic is also politics. Oop, I was not paying attention. Domestic geopolitics is also really boring, which is why you look at world politics. You prefer not to talk about it, but you stay informed. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, too. I think when I was younger, I, like, didn't stay informed as much, and then I'm like, okay, this is actually just kind of irresponsible not to at least stay informed about what's going on. So now I stay informed, but just, yeah, don't don't focus it. I don't say like over-informed unless it's like election season or something and I'm just refreshing polls, because that does happen. But like, at this time it's just all, okay, I will check CNN once a day and see if anything important is happening and then move on. Ooh-ah. Just make it. We're being a little bit reckless here, but it's working, so I'm not questioning it. Oh, that's not a wall to the left. That's not there's no wall to the left there. Australian politics is also very centralized and not as polarizing. I mean, that seems better than the US. Where everything is just, the country just moving further and further apart. I don't want to talk about this. Is not something I feel super comfortable talking about on stream, but... Oh, I shorted that jump a bit. Oops. Oh, how is it 9:30 already? Yeah, I try to as well, Toby. I feel like sometimes it's hard, but usually not. And yeah, I just. For one, I do feel like people maybe, like, viewers may be more comfortable if we're, like, not talking about that kind of stuff on stream, gives, like, a little break. And also, yeah, I just don't think there's any... It's not that I don't care about political issues, I just don't know if discussion about it on stream will, like, end well. Like, I don't know what the benefit of that is. Anyways, I'm gonna move on to a different topic now. Like, why I keep fucking up this jump. What? I'm also trying to remember, because I know I made it down to the bottom of that vine section. I know I made it down there once. I do not remember what I died to. So I don't really remember, which is a problem, because I would like to, you know, remember what the level is coming up ahead of me. Yeah, that's one way to do that. Hey, we didn't short the jump this time! Progress! It is vine time. I forgot that was there. We're currently eating like Funyuns. By like Funyuns, you mean it's like some like generic knockoff Funyuns? Or are you just trying to remember the name of it? Funyuns are good. Sounds like a good snack. Whoop. Whoop. I don't know how that worked where I didn't kill or be killed by that guy, but I'll take that. Nope. Whoa! We're having issues! I just did that was just putting myself in some bad situations there. You and Matthew are just sitting in call eating, and you're eating Funyun knockoffs while I'm muted. That's a funny interaction. Alright. That almost didn't come back in time. Oop, I didn't mean to jump on that dude. That messed up everything. We're fine now. Let's remember to do this properly this time. You don't want to slide down too fast, because then that closes. I can probably actually just make that all the way down. Crap! Okay. I'm just gonna go all the way down next time. I think it'll just work. Also, maggots as like... no, what? No, please, no. Unless that's like the name of a disgusting candy brand for some reason or something. Please. That's something Aaron said? Why? Why, Aaron? I know you're not here, but why? Defend yourself anyways. Because you can eat maggots. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know there were maggots in Minecraft. And it's dubbed as a light snack. Why? That is disgusting. Why, Minecraft? I feel like that's setting a bad example for kids playing the game. Eat rotten flesh? Yeah, that's not any better. Saying, oh, you can, this horrible thing is okay because you can do this other horrible thing. That doesn't make the first horrible thing better. And in fact, just amplifies my question of why. Okay, that's actually not hard. Alright, so I made it here once and died, and I don't remember where or why. Oh, maybe it was here. Oh, it was to this. It was to this right here. Because I did not understand how the cycles worked. Okay, what is going on here? Oh, we're going into the background. That was good. That was real good. Because sometimes you're desperate. Okay, you know, we're gonna... I don't even know how to respond to that, so I'm just not going to. I saw the G in that section in the background, so we're probably somewhat close to the end of the level. Alright, if I can just figure out that ending, I feel like I... Or that one section I died to, I feel like I got this. I feel like I have a lot more consistency in this level than I did in the other one. Could be wrong, but it feels that way. Okay. Yeah, that section just feels easier to ignore the grass entirely. Some timing there. Wait here. Roll. Whoa! How'd I get launched all the way to the right? What the hell? I didn't think I was touching the joystick. Maybe I was without realizing it. I got fucking... I suddenly looked and I'm just so far off the screen. Oops. That wasn't supposed to happen. Dixie Kong is going away. Maybe it's just easier to be more consistent with Dixie, I say as I die. I say as I die. I just realized I never exported my last stream's VOD. Oops. I tried to export it like 2 days after the stream, so for a Tuesday stream I tried to export the VOD on Thursday, but I just totally forgot. There, it's back here. Okay, maybe there is something existing. I think I'm back here for the 3rd time in 4 attempts. Actually, remember this life exists. What is this? Right, you can't hover out of a barrel shot. Also, that's the end of the level, so that's good to know. Even if you're bouncing off of an enemy out of a barrel shot, you can't do the flutter thing, so I gotta actually do that. Normally. I learned that lesson earlier in the level and then totally forgot it, so... That's a problem. I just fucking rolled into that. Oops. That was dumb. So I feel like I'm just not talking this stream. I'm just going into concentration mode more so than usual, and maybe that's just because I'm playing a harder game, but I feel bad. Also I feel dead. That's also an issue. I knew that wasn't gonna work, but I still did it anyways. Let's do this. Let's just beat the level on this try. Why not? We know basically the entire level. Haven't quite figured out what's going on in the ending, but we'll get there. Everything else feels doable. Like just timing barrel shots, not dying to spikes, not doing anything stupid. The one, like, janky feeling jump in this section. Just right there. That jump's a little nerve-wracking, because you kind of do the roll and then you jump off the edge, but it's just so that to avoid the stuff above. This is a weird section here. Alright, then we just gotta figure out the ending. Ah, no, the fucking owl got me. That's a dumb way to lose it. That's a dumb way to lose it. Alright, you know what I really meant? I meant we're beating the level this try. Now that we've got that dumb death out of us, I'm sure there's no other way we could possibly fuck up the ending or the entire level that comes before it for that matter. We have maxed out our capacity for death. And we are just in the living phase. Whoop, that was close. That was... I thought I could make that cycle. I could not. Okay. Fine, me being an idiot aside. Well, I may not even... I just realized I may not even beat half of the rest of the world this... Or I may only beat, like, I don't know. I'm assuming I'll beat this level soon and then maybe one more, but... I wanted to get through 6 levels this stream, might only get through 3. We'll see how fast this goes and how hard. I guess now I'll have done A and B, so I guess we'll see what 5.5 and 5.6 bring. I still don't think that should be killing me, but I understand that it does. What? Oh, God. That Toucan really tried its hardest there to fuck me up, but... Let it be known, Toucan, I will make my dumb mistake at a different part of the level. There's like a weirdly, low amount of enemies in this section of the level. Oh, God. I almost brushed my hair up against that thing. Oops. Alright, take number 4 at this. Oh shit, they moved on me. Oh. They moved on me. No. We're really just figuring out that ending section 1 fucking inch at a time. Just 1 inch at a time. I'm so dead. I should have held back. I didn't get my roll out, so momentum was bad, but if I had held back, there would have been hope there. Oh well. just don't know the best. Oh god! Oh god, survive. I missed the platform. That was scary. Totally fucked up all my movement, but somehow made it out of here alive. I just don't know how that ending section works. Cycle here. Whee! Okay. Oh god, I thought that owl was gonna kill me because I totally forgot how the platform cycles work there. I thought that owl was gonna kill me on that hover. Also, without Dixie, I'm not alive, so... Alright, let's figure this out. I thought it would move more. Because the last time, I thought it would move sooner, I guess. I don't know. I figured out the right time to just hold right. And granted, I did a big bounce off, because I did a big bounce and then the thing went out from under me, so I figured, okay, I won't do a big bounce. And then it'll slide right into me, and that clearly did not work. Man, this ending section's just hard. Especially because I can't use the hover, because everything's being shot out of a barrel. Fuck, I shorted that jump again. Not what was supposed to happen. Oh shit, there's just fruit getting squished. I guess that's the... I didn't realize there was fruit getting squished. Maybe that is the jam in this jam and jam. Oh god. Okay, we are sloppy but alive for now. And not... Ugh. If I hadn't fluttered there, I actually would have survived. I need a break in, like, an attempt or two. I thought I could beat this level before I need a break, but I think I need a break so that I can beat this level. Alright, one more try that makes it to the end, and then I'll take a break. God damn it, dude. I think I skipped a cycle. Oh, and this is way easier now. Okay, I should just be skipping that cycle every time now. That's just... Okay, I'm dumb. Maybe I do need a break. Jesus Christ. Fuck. Okay, I need a break. I'm taking too many dumb mistakes. Okay, so... I'm gonna try something a little different. As you may know, I usually run ads during breaks to cut down on pre-rolls. However, I think what I have learned is... So, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but what I've been told now... so I usually run a minute 30 of ads to kill 30 minutes of pre-rolls, and that's like the max that you used to be able to do. What I've been told is if you run 3 minutes of ads, then it will actually cut pre-rolls for a full hour, which is the same amount of ads you need to run in like your ad manager program to cut out pre-rolls entirely. But I think if I just run 3-minute ads instead of a minute 30 and a minute 30 or 2 minutes, like, then it'll actually cut it out for an hour. I'm not 100% sure if this will work, but I'm gonna run 3 minutes of ads and see what happens. My breaks usually end up being longer than a minute 30 anyways. I just use that because that's the max that gives you something, but I think 3 minutes gives you something now. So I'm gonna take a break, get some water, go to the bathroom. I'll like exit the level and buy up some lives, and then come back with a fresh set of lives. But I'll be back in 3 minutes, where we will hopefully beat this level soon. See you then. Hello, I'm back. I also think I might have been lied to. Because on my dashboard, it still says that pre-rolls are only off for half an hour. So either I misinterpreted what the thing I saw said, and that maybe the 3-minute ad break means 1 hour of no pre-rolls only applies if you have the automatically running ads instead of manually running ads. Either that happened. I'm trying to think. So there's like 4 options. Either that is the case, or the Twitch dashboard is just lying to me, and pre-rolls are actually off for an hour, even though it says they're only off for half an hour. That's option 2. Option 3 is that change hasn't actually gone into effect yet, and the thing I saw is just something that will be happening soon. Or 4, Twitch is just straight up lying. The problem is I'll have no way of knowing if, unless someone comes in like 45 minutes and says, oh yeah, I got pre-rolls. Like, I guess that's the only way I'd really know if my dashboard is lying to me or not. Because I swear I read something before I went live that said, like, you could turn off pre-rolls for an hour, but not showing up that way on my dashboard, so don't know what's up with that. Oops, I'm done. I mean, regardless, I did actually need the full 3 minutes of break anyway, so it's not the end of the world for this stream, but for future streams or for breaks that won't take as long for whatever reason, like, I don't have to go take time buying lives, or I don't have to refill, like, whatever, just smaller breaks, then yeah, I think I'll stick with the minute and a half. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever switch to automatically, maybe not ever. I don't plan on switching to the automatic ad schedule thing anytime soon. Because that just doesn't seem worth it to me to break a flow stream like that. Also, goddammit. Oh, hold it. Hold it! That should have killed me, honestly. Let's remember to wait here and not almost jump into oblivion. Let's wait for this 1 up, even though I think we have backslash right now, actually. I missed the cycle, so let's wait a little bit more. Alright, let's try to actually nail this ending bit for once. There we go! Got it! Just did like a fist pump. Whew! Thanks for the GG, Simon. We beat 3 levels in less than 2 hours. Sorry, 2 levels in 2 levels in less than 3 hours. I wish there were 3 levels in less than 2 hours. Anyways, let us carry on to Jelly Jamboree. Is this the popsicle? No, the popsicle. Oh, this is the jelly level. Duh, it's the jelly level. The popsicle level's the next one, I think. He can fly real high with his jetpack on. Is that Diddy? Also, why do I keep not seeing these until after I've... Because I'm not looking at chat when I'm menuing. I look at it when I'm in the loading screen. Which is very long in this game. Oh, I have all the puzzle pieces in this level. That's cool. Sorry, I do not have the DK rat memorized. But jetpack, I'm assuming, is Diddy. Who I'm going to continually think is Dixie. And mess me up when I only hover instead of actually, like, gaining height. But sure, we'll try Diddy. Jelly Jamboree. Seen everyone else say that is true. We have played as every other character today. Oh, that just spit out a puzzle piece. Yeah, so this is Diddy, who can hover. It's a pretty decent hover. The problem is, like, Dixie's ability just feels better because the hover doesn't gain height, versus Dixie's, like, twirl thing gains height. Also, this jelly is really cool. Oh, I just got fucking bombed. Okay. I understand that. I thought you would, like, pound on the jelly that you were, like, on to activate to get the thing under, but apparently it is... triggers the things next to you, which makes sense. Although it's weird that it doesn't trigger the one that you're actually on. Oh, that just exploded in midair. These penguins are having a great time. Okay. Fuck that up. These penguins are having a great time. This is like an amusement park level, you know? Or like a carnival level. Also, I don't think jelly is this, like, solid in real life, right? Someone confirmed that you cannot, in fact, bounce off of... Like, this is more like Jello, I guess, than Jelly, but even Jello, I think, wouldn't have... I mean, it's a fucking video game. Oh, shit! This is like a rotator? That's wild. Me saying that's wild about something in a game I have definitely played before. Oh, wait. I've definitely beaten all these levels before, I just don't remember. It's been a couple years. Yeah, it actually has been like 2 years at this point. There's definitely a thing down here. Okay, it's just a bonus that I know I don't need because I actually have every puzzle piece in this level. But we're still gonna do it because why not? We just had a lot of practice in barrels on the previous level, so... This bonus should be... piece of cake. definitely almost died a few times there. Not actually a piece of cake. Or a piece of jello. This is such a fun level to just mess around in. Wait, N? Did I get the O? I must have. I did, okay. Oh, wait! Wait, wrong. Oh, shit, now the thing is getting triggered for me. Evolution of a mechanic in a level. I think I want this so I can go green and get up here. Okay, that's just for a puzzle piece. Okay, sure. Still worth though. Boing, 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 boing. Yo, it's a big pile of jelly! Oh. I was gonna say, what am I supposed to do here? That's what I'm supposed to do. Is it gonna be like falling on me now? Or is that just a set piece, I guess? So many bananas! Oh wait, no, the G! Okay, I was worried I was gonna, like, disappear. No! My hover ran out at the worst time! So close. I think if I were Dixie, I'd survive that. I missed a K again. Smacked by a penguin after I got the G. Yeah, that is... Did he got you this or I will not hear the slander? I mean, I'm not saying I would have survived the entire rest of the level. But I think in that one specific instance, if I had been playing as Dixie, I would not have died to that penguin. I mean, I'm not saying I can't beat this level with Diddy. Like, clearly I just need to be a little more careful at that jump. I'll see, the O's just right here. And I need to double jump on that to rotate it back. Boing, boing, boing. That's like one of the, relatively speaking, the letters aren't usually like hidden like that. I mean, I know that's not really that hidden, but the letters usually aren't hidden at all. They're just kind of a hard platforming challenge to get. That's about as like hidden as the letters get. Oh god! That was just bad timing. I don't think anything could have, I don't think any gong could have saved me from that shitty timing. This level is just so satisfying. Squeesh. Okay, better timing. Like that timing a lot better. Also, how did they hide like 7 puzzle pieces in this level? Because everything's pretty open, and maybe just some banana collection, like, yeah, get all these, I guess. Probably a puzzle piece. That's about where I died, right? Because the G was, I need to bounce off of that. Yeah, it was that penguin that killed me. Probably a puzzle piece in that. I don't need it. Boing. How the hell do I hit the underside of that? Oh. Guess just like that. What? This is the fucking jelly factory? What's going on here? Okay, that level was so much easier than anything else I've done today. Like, holy shit. Why was that level so much easier? I did that one in 10 minutes. It is not Diddy Kong, Simon. I think that is almost entirely just a function of the level. Anyways, next up, Frosty Fruits. This is everyone's favorite, the popsicle level. Because this entire... like, I know there's one individual stage called Fruity Factory, but the entire world is just like a fruit processing plant. From the cultivation, the chopping it up, turning it into jelly, and then here, freezing the jelly. Turning into... this is just a frozen jelly. Turning into ice. Because I could have exploded this ice with a bomb. Like frozen watermelon. Maybe the bonus levels are just harder than the normal levels. Maybe doing the, like... maybe because the levels I did are, like, the, you know, the 5A and 5B... oops, you need to find the secret exit for those. Maybe because of that, it's, I don't even know what I was trying... maybe because they make those levels harder. Oh, I gotta get up there. Seems like I do that from the other side. Oh god, okay, I gotta thaw out the bounce pad. Oh wow, you get one jump. You get one jump. Then it fucking thaws back over again. It must be fucking freezing in this room. Ooh, buddy. Well, this thing must be special. I guess it kind of is. Yep, supposed to be Sour God. Yo, it's the popsicle! It's popsicle time! It's popsicle time! God, now I want a popsicle. We have summoned a popsicle! This is the best level. Oh god, it's falling off the stick. I'm so dead. Oh boy. I guess I can probably, now knowing that you can grab afterwards if you just grab it. Oop! Slide. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that should not have tried to rush that. That was stupid. Let's give this bonus another shot, or don't. Take two. Try not to fall off a cliff this time. Okay, I almost fucking immediately fell off a cliff. Oh, that's a problem. Or not. Also, I think we already had that one. That's fine. Boing. Wait, no, get out of there. Shit. I'm just getting skewered by these, like, ice picks? I guess they're ice picks? I don't know what they are, but they have a bad habit of resulting in my death. Great. Oh, right, this fish asshole. Why are you here? Why are you throwing fish inside of a fucking freezer, basically? Like, why are you there? I did not keep up my momentum well enough there. I just gotta trust that. I just gotta hold left into that and hold right and just trust. Fridge security. Hi, Adam. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I saw you were doing some, like, what is it? Some, like, easy CPU Mario Party Superstars challenge thing with Evan. Interested to see what that's all about. Fucking fish guarded. Is this what your commute to school looked like today, Adam? I know you said it was cold out. Why did I think I could make that? I was not under that fucking Mario Maker spike hitboxes. Oh. I don't know why I went up that way. It's not like that barrel's doing anything for me. This music is like weirdly, I guess, it's like a stealth music kind of, which is interesting. God, I hate this fish throwing, dude. I guess I don't need to kill him. It just helps. So that, like, automatically punches you, so I literally just need to hold, right? Popsicle time! Outside's been a freezer all week. Yeah, that sucks. Ooh, why am I so far to the right there? You get used to it? Yeah, I guess. I guess as someone who's living in California, I don't really get used to the cold because it doesn't really exist here. And anytime it's like below 50, it's like, oh my god, it's freezing. Help, I'm dying. Oh, I'm gonna get squished if I'm not careful. I'm just playing really stupidly here. Oh god, ceiling! God, you freeze so fucking quickly! Why was that cycle so bad? Oh, you can just make that nice. Like, why does that not work? Are those on, like, a global cycle, so they're gonna be different every time? Do I need to, like, wait? Do I need a duck? Maybe just duck? I guess just duck. I'll try that next time. I don't know if you can duck under those, but it's worth a shot. That is dead. I am perish. Send help. Dixie is no more. Almost did the same thing, but did it slightly better this time. I thought I could make that up and around. That didn't work. what was I gonna say here? I'm just gonna try ducking. Oh, that works. Okay. Fair enough. Nope, that's bad. Dixie, save me! Thank you. Okay, PB. Oh, we've got shit flinging fire at me. Duck. Oh god. What? That? Of all the ways to die, that's such a dumb one. There's like no threats in that section. I just jumped into the bottom of an enemy. Jesus Christ, Apple. You are better than that. Oh, I don't know. I still haven't... I guess I didn't get the N in any of that. So there's still maybe a fair amount of level left. Unless the N and the G are close to each other. Which I guess we will find out once we make some more progress. Am I gonna make that up? Somehow, yes. That really didn't look like it should have worked, but... Power of Dixie Kong. Oh my god, that was insane momentum. Did you see that? That was awesome. And then I got bitch slapped by a penguin, so... Cancels out, I guess. Noom. See if I can do that again. I guess I was able to preserve some ice momentum, maybe like the tail end of my momentum from like the sideways spring thing. Okay, that's not what was supposed to happen at all. Alright, let's see if we can recreate the Noom. Yep. I had the momentum, I didn't jump in time, and the Noom sent me straight into a spear. There's no way that makes it up. Alright, let's actually do this the real way. Or not. Or Dixie Kong could get squished by a falling fruit ice cube. Okay, I should stop trying to momentum there because the momentum is just taking me directly into the enemy. I'm being sent into that enemy at very large speeds, but that's not ideal for actually making it to the end of the level. So maybe I should just cool it. But it looks so fucking cool. I'm so fucking dead. Gonna make it? Nice. Alright, one last try. Yo, I'm so fast! And then I didn't trust that I would make it all the way to the thing and I held back, so probably wasn't even that much faster anyways. Oh! This is a problem. This is a solution! Dixie Kong is the solution. Oh god, I bonked my head on the ceiling. That's not what was supposed to happen. I don't know why I thought I could slide under that. It's clearly a mistake. Boing. Nope, stop, 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 stop. Bad. Just bad. We're not doing super fast this time. I want to actually make progress in the level. Watch out. Jesus. Ice is slippery, fun fact. Also, that dude is in the worst spot. This dude's just really annoying in general because he's running around a pretty enclosed area. Okay, maybe killing him helps. Oh, okay, that works, I just not on that cycle. So it's good to know I can just roll off that popsicle, but I just had bad timing. Alright, this level's a lot harder than the last one. Don't know if it's harder than the first two we did today or not, because I also think I've only seen like half of it, so hard to say. What? Oh no. Oh no. Jesus Christ, that was close. Why? Ugh. I need to get more... Like, my issue with this level is consistency right now. And I just can't get back to the part, like, that I made it that one time. I just can't get back through the first part of the level consistently, so I'm not really learning that much about the rest of the level. Like, I can't even make it to this O consistently. I have a hard time in that, just getting the O. And then the biggest issue is the one... Not this dude, but... Okay, like the section after this, where you have to, like, use the pole, like this section, right here. I have a hard time making it past this. I think that's only the second time I've made it this far, so... Not ideal. And then this is just like a fucking Mario Maker-esque speed run. Of just back and forth on sideways springs. And then it just sends you into that! It just sends you into a death contraption. Like full momentum and you're gonna get squished. I mean, I guess you can probably jump in time, but... Damn. Oh, if I had committed to that hover, I'd probably make it. And then I don't, like, on top, and I don't have to deal with that thing I died to. Oops. I don't know why I'm even trying to bounce off the owl. You don't need to bounce off the owl. Just don't. That was weird looking. I keep having to resist the urge to go Noom there because I feel like it will kill me. I go, it's like, what happens? You summon a popsicle. Make it, please. Okay. Wait. Like this part, this like small section, this is just the Mario Maker speedrun, right? We can all agree that's what that section is. Woo, a single banana! Hell yeah. Roll, Dixie. What? Where am I? Oh, that's just... Okay, that's just... Okay. Interesting. Okay. Progress, I think. Oh god. Why don't I just avoid? I think I'll just avoid. Oh no! I should have. That's the end of the level. I see the end. It was right there. It was right there. Well, that's what we call bad. What we call an oops moment. Well, at least now I know I can beat it. Ooh, that survived. Okay, I guess I did do the Neum there. Please get this fucking O. That took way too much effort to get the O. I jumped over that guy. I mean, I clearly didn't, but I felt like I did. Let's... So close, we can definitely beat this. Wee! Wee! Oh, I didn't get a roll there. The fucking bonk on the wall got me. Not that bonk I make it. Ugh, dang it. Okay, that was just stupid. I don't know what I was thinking there. Do not know what I was thinking there. Stop. This letter O is causing me so much issue. Well, not issue, because I guess I can just save it with Dixie, but like... I keep having to save it with Dixie. I can't get it the right way. Okay, good. I had a cycle where I could just roll off there. That's good. Boing. My momentum is not where it should be. Let's wait for that to fall. Stop. Wait. Go. Alright. Back to the ending. We just take this one at a time with the Dixie hovers. This should be totally doable, and bam, done. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it there for the stream. I know it's a little shorter than usual, but only like 15-30 minutes, and I honestly don't know if I could beat either the boss or the K-stage in that time. So, I think we're gonna call it there. We made some good progress through hard mode today. We got another 4 levels down, only a lot more to go. I don't know the exact number, it's like 15-ish. It's about 15 more levels left. I don't know the exact number, about 15. So maybe by the end of the year, we will have finally gotten 200%. But yeah, next bonus stream poll will not have Tropical Freeze on it, just because I don't want every single bonus stream to be Tropical Freeze. But anyways, let me go find somebody to raid. Let me check. First of all, is anyone else playing, Tropical Freeze? Seems like, whenever I stream Tropical Freeze, it seems like nobody else is playing it. But, can't hurt to check. There are actually a couple other people playing Tropical Freeze. Don't know who they are. I don't really feel like... Ugh, I don't really feel like raiding someone I don't know. Is live. You know, let's go to Tree Wall. I honestly have no clue what Tree Wall is going to be streaming right now, because it seems like he just started and is just like browsing through all of his Switch games and is in a very random category. But let's go to Tree Wall anyways and see whatever he decides to do. Anyways, go just hit Tree Wall with a high emote of your choice. Mind if you got someone else's if you don't. Thank you everybody so much for coming to the stream. We made some decent progress to Tropical Freeze today. Hope you enjoyed watching. I'll be back on Saturday for Mario Odyssey Bingo with Evan Breaks Games and StarCast. That's, I think, going to be a little later start time than usual because time zones. Trying to coordinate stream with StarCast. I believe that will start at 8:30. There's a chance Evan and I start earlier and do like a warm-up, but most likely the three of us will just be starting around 8:30, so an hour and a half later than usual. Thank you already so much for coming to the stream. Hope you enjoyed the Tropical Freeze. Go give Tree Wall some love. Hope to see you back here next time, and have a good night, everybody.